What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. You guys had to know this was coming if you guys watched the America's Bilgewater Cup. We're doing a game from it, and we're doing a game for Wage and Iverson because look at this final day score line. First, seventh, first to close out checkmate. The craziest thing about this is if he could have just turned the 7th into a 5th, then he would have been 20 points here, and then he could have just ended it in 4 games. But he's so much of a beast that he had a low roll game, said, okay, I'll just win this game and then win the next one. So Wasian won 4 out of 5 games. I mean, just absolute destruction from him. Great performances from other people like Chunnington and Dish Soap. But I thought, okay, we must do a VOD review of Wasian Iverson because the added context to this that is even crazier is he won the first cup. He won the cup before this, so he's a back-to-back cup winner in Americas, which does some interesting things to the world slots because, you know, the cup winners are supposed to be, well, they are guaranteed world slots. It's kind of funny because Wasian won 2 cups, so now that guaranteed world slots, as far as I understand it, is going to regionals, which is interesting. But yeah, let's watch some Wasian Iverson. He played a ton of fantastic games. This one I thought was really interesting because it showed how to play around an augment that I think back when, you know, Diana was really strong, I thought Diana was a great line to play into it, but you can't really play Diana these days, and Wasian had a really smart line to play from this augment that I think makes perfect sense. So we shall look at it here. It's I mean, it's not like this lobby like sucks or anything like that. You know, Bosso, Me First or Eighth, Dish Soap, I mean, just everybody in this lobby actually very strong players, which just goes to show what a beast Wasian is. Forged in Strength, Comeback Story, Priz Ticket. A lot of really tempting stuff here. Priz Ticket, obviously, we are in this 3-star 4-cost world. I think if you can take this and play into some kind of like Nico, Bard, reroll, you feel really good. The problem is, you know, is that line contested here? He actually, yes, is looking between these two, and I think is going to do a scout here to see if there is anyone who's potentially angling Nico here. And he does see Me First or Eighth on a Priz Ticket here, so that might be with a Nico as well. So that's his cue to say, okay, I cannot take that, so I'm going to take Comeback Story here, just play a bit of a lost streak opener, make some gold here, and field some juggernauts on this board, which is already, I think, playing into our game plan of playing around Zaun this game, and eventually a Warwick, spoiler alert. Makes sense, right? We're going to hold on to the Blitzcrank pair. We're going to hold on to the Briar here, who can item hold very nicely for the Warwick. Our items look really nice to play into Warwick. We have a slammable Stair Axe, which I have to imagine is going to be, you know, we don't need to slam it right now. Surely, it's actually interesting that he opts to hold this over the Briar pair, so that he can just get this board in. Yeah, I mean, this is better, but obviously a Briar 2 would be nice. But yeah, Stair Axe, I mean, a fantastic Warwick item, but we don't need to slam it right now. We are playing for Lost Streak with our Comeback Story, so there's no need to overslam here. We are going to rotate into Chunnington here, who is pretty actually obnoxious. It's interesting because we saw Me First or Eighth with Priz Ticket. Chunnington also has Priz Ticket. I mean, these days Priz Ticket's so strong just for the ability. Ooh, Radiant QSS, kind of whoosh there. I don't know if that person's going to contest us. Hopefully they don't. All that to say, yeah, Priz Ticket really strong these days because obviously you play it into reroll, really broken with the Bard stuff because you get the free rolls from Bard, which then feed into Priz Ticket, and you also get, say, an Ishtal quest that says reroll your shop 16 times, which is normally 32 gold worth of rolls. With Priz Ticket on there, can be a much smaller amount of gold. So that line just seems broken, but it looked like Chunnington was actually probably going to play into like a Sona line. He was holding on to one Sona, so we'll see there. Curious to see what his takeoff carousel is here. I know people love this Titans item onto Warwick here, and so yeah, we are just going to take the 3-cost bow for a potential Titans down the road. The glove can obviously become Quicksilver, and yeah, he's just going to team planner out essentially the full board here, though. That's kind of interesting variation where he has Garen on there. Just to get a solid defender. I feel like this is, you know, not often what people are playing, but it does have the important stuff on there. The Warwick, the Singed, Seraphine is a really nice +1 on this board just because you're playing Vi, and you can use, you know, Echo to get Disruptor in as well. Swain, a great unit as well, getting you that Arcanist, and the Juggernaut with the rest of the stuff. So some really nice boards to play with with Warwick here. We'll see exactly what Wei Jin wants to end up on, because it is a board with a lot of variations. You can play, one of basically fitting Noxus on the board, Ionia on the board. You can fit Seraphine and Friends on the board. You can basically fit one of a few different things. He is actually also going to opt to hold on to the Echo here, and yes, is going to make the Sterax slam here. Not going to double slam onto the Vi to unlock Orianna yet, it looks like. I think we're just going to hold the line here and say, we don't really need Orianna this round. And also, because we are mixed streak here, we don't mind picking up a fight win. There's not that much benefit to going 3 loss at the end of this stage. If you can play for a 5 loss, sure, but if you're loss win loss, you're actually going to end up getting a comparable amount of gold by just winning fights and getting that 1 gold per fight win, as opposed to like waiting a long time to get your streak gold up, which it's going to take forever to actually truly get lost streak gold up. And I guess we're hoping, we're probably going to lose a lot of stage 3 as well with Comeback Story, but every point of HP that you save just gets us closer to late game when we are going to kind of cap high. The other thing, the main reason I would say that I do also really like this line from Comeback Story, because you might say, okay, why are we playing Warwick from Comeback Story? The surface explanation is, well, Warwick likes HP, likes attack speed, so pretty easy there. He's a unit that autos a bunch, so the attack speed's not really bad on him, though, you don't tend to want something like, say, a Gwynsu's on Warwick. And the HP, especially with a Sterax, which is one of Warwick's best items, is going to feel really good. So that's kind of the base explanation of why, which I think makes sense. But there's actually another huge reason why I think Warwick is really solid from this line, and really solid from Lost Streak in general, which is he stabilizes you on level 7. If you can find 1 Jinx by the time you reach level 7, which maybe we're not going to find at this point, but hopefully we do, then you can unlock Warwick on 7 and actually get a huge amount of stabilization early or late stage 3. So ideally, pushing 7 on 3-5, unlocking Warwick around here makes your life really nice. Let's look at Augment here. Plot Armor, Feed the Flames, Earth. There's something I like Feed the Flames in in melee comps, because the Omnivamp is pretty good and the heal cut's not bad. We'll see what Wei Jin wants to go for here. I would just snap off a Feed the Flames here. Slammon's a pretty nice option as well, just kind of guarantee you have econ to get there. And yeah, he's going to opt to take the Slam in here and then make Evan's Shroud here, as Armor Shred certainly makes sense here. And yeah, we do have to slam in, so we will be slam in. But yeah, that's the really nice thing about this line from any kind of lost streak angle. So, something like, I really like it from something like a Comeback Story, because it's a pretty low econ stabilization, right? The second you find 1 Jinx, 1 Vi, you're unlocking the Warwick, and Warwick 1 stabilizes you quite hard in TFT these days. There are just times where you will win out the end of stage 3 and even early stage 4 with just a Warwick with 3 items. And we're very quickly approaching that. We do unlock the Singed here, which is a big hit, which will allow us to play this 5 Zaun onto our board here, just a +1 on this board, so we're going to throw Bruiser in. This is another really nice pickup as well. I guess maybe part of the reason why he didn't want the Sunfire is because he knows Morello is just a much better heal cut item in this line, so maybe that's the idea, is that, you'd always prefer Morello to be your heal cut because you're playing Singed onto your board. I could see that being the case here. Probably going to take another loss to this giant Chosif Gath here, but we'll see. Maybe we can actually kill it. The enemy backline doesn't have that much damage. It's actually going to be close. Cho'Gath is kind of unkillable. Yeah, after this knockoff, it's GG's here. I think, man, I feel like the more that I watch TFT streamers, the more I realize, some people, are not that good at judging fights. No flame. But I will see some people make some egregious fight judges when I'm just watching people on co-streams, and low-key, I'm the best fight judger NA. Okay, not really. But you show me some fights, I can judge who's going to win that fight. A lot better than some people. Okay, we can push 7 here if we want. I'm actually curious, with all this talk that I have done about the stabilization of this comp, we're 52 HP. We're not super healthy. I do actually really want to see when Wei Jin does stabilize, because we still don't have that Jinx. If you can find the Jinx, then you can stabilize really hard after unlocking Warwick. But at this point, we're not gonna have the Warwick unlocked for 3-6 here. We could roll, but are we really gonna roll to spike the board that hard on the end of the stage? This actually looks like a win as well, which would be really nice for us. Yeah, this is going to help us a lot, because now we don't have to feel bad about not being super stable at all. We can just chill for 1 round, get the unlock, ideally on 4-1. We'll see. We'll see if he does opt to roll at all on 7. There's a Jinx out of the pool there. Yeah, already a Warwick player. It's actually really obnoxious for us that there is someone who has Warwick unlocked already. Yeah, that's Dish Soap here playing into Warwick with the Gunslinger emblem, which is kind of sick here. But yeah, that's actually going to be a really annoying setup for us. Yeah, I mean, Gunslinger Warwick actually makes a lot of sense. And, you know, just obviously you get the Jinx off of the hard commits. Yeah, Dish Soap spot looks amazing, honestly. But okay. Down to 41 HP, find the Echo here. He is going to opt to roll here to unlock, try to find one Jinx. We're not actually finding it, which is really, okay, we do finally find it here. And we do get the item down. But yeah, really smart from Wasion to say, I must have a Warwick on 4-1, or this game is actually like super, super in danger of bot 4ing. So really nice stuff from him. Gets the Warwick unlock, gets the Mundo too as well, which is a pretty nice just frontline upgrade on this board. Obviously, going to move these items over to Warwick and probably... does he want to finish off a BT? I mean, you don't really want LW because you already have this made. You have red buff as a slammable. You do need heal cut. Yeah, so it's going to be red buff. IE actually going to finish off into the Warwick here. Yeah, not going to prioritize. Yeah, actually, this makes a lot of sense. Just don't even prioritize healing on Warwick here. He's going to be tanky enough with the Starax, with the comeback story, with just him being a guy named Warwick. So yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense here. Only downside is we did take another loss. And oh, he's actually going to sell out of that stuff. Interesting. So I want to see what version he's playing. I mean, maybe he's saying, you know what, I have Swain Pair here. I'm not going to be able to fit all that stuff. I might as well just play this version. It's a bit grab bag even good here. Usually you always take this augment, but I don't even know. Ooh, okay, yeah, we will take it. It's just like we don't have that many units left to itemize here. We are going to level up here, find a fiddle. He's really playing for this very low gold stabilization, saying, you know what, I need to stabilize this board now or my life is going to suck a lot. He was looking at the Kraken Slam onto Jinx. I mean, it should be a decent enough item. Thinking about TG as well as just a good item. And yeah, he is going to move the IE down, and then yeah, hold this chain here on Warwick for Edge of Night, for I guess it could be second Titans if it has to be. But okay, so yeah, just makes the IE slam in the moment for Warwick and then moves it down to Jinx. This is a comp where the itemization, I think, is actually kind of, you know, very interesting here. All right, we do pick up the Warwick too, just donkey rolling every single round to try to spike the board. And we do spike on the Warwick too, which is huge. This is huge. This is where this comp really shines, especially after this comeback story. Down to 32 HP, we have a Warwick too. This Warwick is going to be autoing so much, and it's just gonna be so tanky with the Titans, with the Starax. I mean, like, how are people actually going to be killing this Warwick? And the answer is they're not. A lot of people this stage are going to have no ability to kill this Warwick. And honestly, look at that Jinx. Wow, Jinx outdamaged Warwick with this setup here. That's actually really, really impressive from the Jinx. Okay. I imagine it is an Edge of Night take if we can get it here for the Warwick here. Oh, Opsa, he was looking at... That was weird. He almost looked like he was taking belt, and then he opted to take bow here. So is he going to go for the double Titan Slam on Warwick? Obviously, the CC immunity doesn't stack, but the stats are nice. And I mean, it was on a Kindred, so that's his idea. Is that like literally, I want this Kindred so badly that I would take, you know, maybe a not even that great item, but honestly, double Titans. I mean, we saw this. I feel like the last Warwick VOD review we did was a double Titans VOD review. I mean, it's not bad. It gives you a lot of stats by the time it's fully stacked up. And yeah, you're wasting the double CC immunity, but still, I mean, he does a lot of work here. This is a bit of a scary matchup. Oh my God, yeah, we are going to take a loss to this Lys Seraphim comp. Level 9, 2-star list, 2-star Seraphine. Yeah, I mean, that is a crazy board. And ooh, wow. So we locked for this Shiv pair, but I think he might just have to sell the Shiv pair to make these upgrades anyway, which is kind of depressing that we locked for that and then immediately sold it. But I don't think it was necessarily a bad play by Wasion. He just, you know, wanted to keep the option open. All right, rotate into Dish Soap. Dish Soap here should get absolutely clear. Dish Soap actually looks like he is in a really tough spot because of how Wasion did play this stage 4. He hit that Warwick too, just donkey rolled for it every round because he knew he was contested from Dish Soap. And now what is Dish Soap meant to do? I mean, I guess he's just meant to die is the answer. I guess the reason he has Garen and Planner, by the way, is for the Sylas, right, over the Nico eventually. But I don't think we're gonna reach that here. Seems a little bit tough, I would say, to make it. All right, we got tank items to make. Vow, certainly. Vow plus belt item. Vow plus... yeah, Obster Reforge here. And yeah, he gets Vow Warmogs. Huh? What's that? Okay, it is just me about Warbugs. Okay, he just takes the extra bow because it's like, I mean, maybe the best component that we could throw in a Kindred. I don't think it's really that important, but hey, why not just have our best items here? Oh, this is such a weird game as well. That's from the EU player, right? Voman Death, who ended up taking the Prismatic worth the weight, ended up getting a Teemo 3, then took the Yordle augment and was actually win streaking for a long time, and then I'm pretty sure his board just like falls off the biggest cliff. Oh, I will say, by the way, I didn't say it at the start of the video because I forgot, but EU is not a good region at Teamfight Tactics. They are actually just like a joke region that like, no, okay, maybe I shouldn't flame. To be fair, the John that all the EU players will use is that they had to play on like high ping, and like and the EU players in the other cup had to play on a bad time zone, which is like, I'll give you like a little bit. I'll give you a little bit for that. Playing on high ping's annoying. I don't know why one of the cups isn't played on good EU ping and one of the why is the EMEA cup played on NA servers? That doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a sus move from Riot Games, but an NA player won the EMEA Cup, an NA player won this cup, which means we have an extra world slot allocated to NA, essentially, which is really, really nice. I mean, that feels really, really good. We have Darth Noob repping us at Worlds as well. Really exciting because that guy is somebody who has been really, really consistent recently. Just over the last few sets has kind of just gone vertical with his improvement. So really cool to see. But yeah, I mean, at this point we're thinking about, okay, how do we cap the board out high enough? How do we kind of like win out this lobby? Because I mean, this prismatic augment that we have does give us, Comeback Story does give us the ability to win out lobbies. This is an augment that, if you compare this to any other Priz combat augment in the game, it's not even really close. The amount of HP that we are getting from this, the amount of AS that we're getting from this is much better than any other prismatic combat augment. Obviously, the downside is that, you take it at a very delayed effect. It takes forever to end up actually getting there. But yeah, I mean, you can see this Warwick just kind of unkillable. He finally dies to a very strong ward from Tunington, who, by the way, is looking for that Nidalee 3. But that's one of these things we've talked about it before. It's not like Wei Iverson can deny the Nidalee 3. It's literally impossible to deny because no one else has it unlocked. So if Tunington does roll down and hit, he just rolls down and hits. One of the things that I think, they talked about it a lot on the Frodan Co stream, but I haven't talked about it in my videos, is like backdooring a 3-star 4 cost. They call it. Like, sometimes you could just go for a 3-star 4 cost that doesn't even go on your board. I played a game like yesterday night where I was playing an Ishtal game, and I ended up taking Priz ticket because I was just like, you know what, I can hit some kind of 3-star 4 cost. And I 3-starred Mbessa just because nobody was playing Mbessa, and I just found 9 Mbessas as I was rolling with all the free rolls. And so that's certainly something you can do this patch. I will say, the level changes are getting reverted next patch. There are some also just kind of XP, or not XP, but some odds changes. The 3-cost odds are being buffed at level 7. So hopefully next patch we are going to see not one that is so dominated by 3-star 4 cost. Though I will say, like, lowest of keys, this patch was pretty fun for just like hitting random 3-star 4 costs. Bosso skills, playing that Void here. We'll see if our board can actually outcap a Baron Nasher with an artifact here. It's pretty scary, but Baron doesn't have enough single target, to get rid of the Warwick here. You'll see. I mean, we're clearing Baron. Chinnington, by the way, was 1 HP and just ended up winning every single fight here. So we're just going to roll down and try to spike our board. But yeah, it's us versus Chinnington. Chinnington found Milio 3 here. He did just find Milio 3, right? That's kind of surprising, but does find it. We find the Volibear 2, which, wow, I mean, look how capped our board is. I mean, Chinnington's board's very good. Still not able to find that Nidalee 3, and this is going to be the last fight if we do kill Chinnington off. We'll see. But I mean, I just don't think they have the damage to kill Warwick, and so it is a win out for Wei Iverson. I mean, yeah, you probably should have expected it to be a win out because he won every single game where he didn't go 7th. But yeah, just a beautifully played game from Comeback Story. Just an insane level of consistency from Wei Iverson. I mean, no one can doubt that he's the best player in North America, and I think a lot of people, I mean, you can make the argument that he's the best player in the world right now. Can't wait to see him at the World Championships and regionals. And I mean, we're getting towards that kind of end of the TFT competitive season. We got one more big cup, and then we got that, and then we got Worlds, and then we got next set. And I mean, we still got we have basically like 2 months of this set left with like regionals, Worlds, last cup, and all that kind of stuff. But then we're going into next set, which is going to be crazy. But that's not for a while. So right now, Let's focus on Wage and Iverson being a beast. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch Metafy group and all my other links down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always.